It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On first down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 36.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 36 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Eckler again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Herbert just beat the play clock. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 28. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work. But when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
To about the 26 here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down by J.T. Woods. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Los Angeles.
Williams, a man in motion right. Running on first down, Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Second down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On second down, Eckler. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 41 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
Chargers 7. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 13.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
In motion left goes a tight end. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 10, Chargers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 111 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Eckler, they run left side. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover, so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 7.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion right comes Allen. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Eckler. He gets away from one. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Eckler again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Williams.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson.
Able to find Mims.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Wilson to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They try the left side here with Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st down, Chargers.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on 3rd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 3rd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5-9, 5-9. 59, 59.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now Williams running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. In motion right, that's Williams. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Third and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert eluding the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. It's Eckler again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ray.
Here's Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Gayton,
33 yards.
and the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That is incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go. Ready.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 6. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Home trips right. Hey, cap. Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. Let's go. 5-9. 59.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's Drew Sanders who diagnosed that play and stopped him short of the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Hey, easy. Orange. Let's go. Ray. Hey, Ram. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Williams being motioned left. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey. 21. Home to trips right. Ready.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far to field goal. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Kappa. Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left comes Williams.
Let's go. 5-9.
Here's Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Good job right there. Good.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Oh, Wilson going to throw into the hands of Patrick left side.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Wilson. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown Broncos. Samaje Perine, 79 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Williams running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here is third down and 4. Again, it's Taylor. Fights off the defender. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. A give to Williams, running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Keeps himself upright. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
Flushed out right.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines.
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
Ashton Doolin.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Broncos 24, Colts 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
14.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Wilson. That is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 2nd down, Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Dueling the man in motion. Richardson off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Richardson going on 4th down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Powers through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so...
And Williams is in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's on his way. Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Throwing is Wilson, finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
And he will have the Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Spot that.
Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
14, got it. All goes special. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On the double. On the ball, now. Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Runs through the contact, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They go play action with Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Richardson on 4th down.
Hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was thanks largely due to the play of the quarterback, CD, a guy who's been doing it for a while. That's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.